GTA 5 is a very interesting game for me at least. The game has millions upon millions playing it weekly, yet the gameplay is very simple and kind of uninteresting. I know most of people are here for the online mode, which is the most popular mode, and I'll get onto that later in the video. However, I'm going to blabble about story mode for a little bit. By the way, I only talk about it for like a minute, so even if you're here just for online, there's not really much I talk about. But anyway, if you're just here, go to this timestamp. Boom, there it is, timestamp. Okay, story mode. Basis of the story is that you play as three main protagonists, Michael DeSanta, Franklin Clinton, and Trevor Phillips.
Extra thick!
Three psychotic criminals that live in the city of Los Santos. Basically, the story is going to an airway, killing everyone, stealing the airplane, hanging off the wing of the airplane while shooting the out of everyone. Jesus Christ. Another pretty basic one is driving you and your crew to a jewelry store and stealing $3 million worth of jewelry, then getting out of there in motorbikes through the worst way ever through a big ass van and killed like 50 people. Good lord. Basically what I'm saying is you go through multiple crazy missions, and then you have missions like this and this and this. And wait, that's the tow truck again. For the most part, the story missions have very fun and interesting missions. All the heists are great. And then you have the casing missions. Now, these are the worst things yet created. I mean, yeah, they make sense if we're talking realism. We have to get all the info about the place we are robbing. But these are just not fun to play. You walk around, maybe take some pictures, drive a little bit, but there is no fun to be had here. It's like Sea of Thieves had a baby with pre-patch No Man's Sky, and what the f. Anyway, most of the missions are fine, with a few standouts that are very fun. Pretty much the game dives into two categories, shooting and driving. The driving isn't bad for the most part, it works the you want it to while being challenging yet maintainable. Sometimes your vehicle just kind of spins out for no reason. It's pretty annoying, however it rarely ever happens, and it doesn't mess you up too bad, it's just more of an annoyance. Shooting in the game is where problems occur. The first time I played this game was on the Xbox with a controller, and the game literally just aims for you, basically removing the challenge from any firefights. If the game aims for you, then what's the point of even having gunfights? Now, I'm playing this on the PC now, and with the keyboard and mouse, the shooting is fine, kind of basic, but there's nothing wrong with it. The only standout weapons are the grenade launchers and such. Each character has a special ability, each helping in firefights and driving segments. Franklin has precision driving, making intense driving missions easier to navigate. It also helps with steering in cars, making you turn faster and easier. I would say this is the most useful ability because most of the game is driving, and most missions Franklin is the getaway driver. Michael has precision aiming, turning everything in slow motion. I would say this is the worst ability, mostly because I don't think I ever used it besides recording footage. It's just kind of there and doesn't help that much. Now we have Trevor's ability, Rampage. This makes him into a video game journalist playing a hard video game and makes it go crazy and resilient against enemies, and it puts out more damage. Each character has a, I wouldn't really say unique ability, but a handy one. Another plus of the game is that it has an amazing soundtrack. Now, I'm not talking the radios here, although those do have a couple of bangers in them. I'm talking the original soundtrack. All of the songs give a sense of urgency and coolness to them. My favorite song is The Long Stretch, also known as The Third Way. It starts off slow as you start the mission, but then things get crazy and the music gets more intense with trumpets and electronic noises, making for an amazing song. Okay, now it's time for online, and I do not like this. It seems more of a good hub rather than a game, which I guess it kind of is. However, I've never been huge on these hub social space type games, however I can see the appeal. I'm more into the heist / missions, and these are just bad. The restricted type and not letting you do anything interesting throughout the missions. The heist are the most bare bones type in the whole game. All Lamar's missions are the same, all Simeon's missions are the same, all my missions are the same. That's right, I'm a gangster, what up about it? What up, what up? All the missions are as bare bone as they can be. You just do what the game tells you to do. And that's why I think this game is interesting. The game is very shallow, yet me and many other players have a blast playing. Now that I'm thinking about it, GTA 5 would make a great movie. Just think about it. Get the writers and music producers, get a nice film crew, and boom, you got a 9 out of 10 movie on your hands. You got all these cinematic shots, all these cool action scenes, 3 dudes versus the world. Overall, I would say GTA 5 is great. Has good gameplay, graphics, it's funny, has gamer moments. It talks about the political state of the world today and gives real-world advice to the youth of today.
0 out of 5!